We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. And he's got it at the 1. Now look at this, a reverse right out of the gate. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things. Balance, vision, and yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Play action now for Field. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one complete right side. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time conversion here on 3rd down to extend this drive. This opening script, Mike, has been flawless up until this point. It feels like they've got to come away with 6. It feels like a 3-point settle would be a letdown, and they have to find a way to finish this drive in the end zone.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he will power his way into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. So critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Jets have a first down. Now Fields. Open man. That's Gibson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Here's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down. A give left side. Here comes Hall. Open space inside the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tua gonna give this to Wright. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Dell motioning over. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. From the gun, here's Tua. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Tua now on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better.
And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always good.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Fields. Now he'll air one out. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ifantu Melifonwu.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He keeps it himself. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
In motion comes Lazard. It's first down, and they'll run. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Fields now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw is Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. tight end. Touchdown, New York. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Here's a screen coming for Wright. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Tua to throw again. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, Phins. In trouble, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Fields to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Sanders here for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike. And that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there. Because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On 1st and 10, Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This time they stay on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is right. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must-pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards. Fields operating out of the pistol. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Fields. It is brought in the end zone. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, Jets. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4. Now it's Tua. A throw on the move is caught.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Dell motioning and And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. To the goal line and in. Takedown. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Fields. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ball.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Fields to throw for it. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Tua now on first down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now Tua. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Fields from the pistol. Taking off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 11 yards on the connection there, and the Jets have a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He's going to try it here again. And this will be incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Tagovailoa, sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught, and he's in. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. We'll try to run for it with Hall. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 4th down, Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally as big, though. We're going to try to make it a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Matthew Judah in there for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Tunga Vailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Fields now on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. Fields. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.